Okay, alles klar. Ja, also, kannst du mich hören? Also, ich glaube, zwischen erster Platz und vierter ist es 7 Punkte und zwischen erster und fünfter ist es 25. Also, ja, kannst du auf dem Stream sagen oder so. Wo sind die anderen zwei Kommentatoren?
Gibt's nicht.
Kommentatoren, was?
Oh, Richard just said that we are live. We are really live. Okay.
Oh God. Alright. So you guys heard my bad German.
Yeah, Maxi being German, he just said. Alright. Alright. So yeah, then good luck to you, Maxi.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I was just explaining to Syntax in German that the gap between the top 5 is very small in the championship right now. So it's basically after dropping the points, because we have 4 drop races. It's me and Yap leading by 100 with 150 points. Then it's Martin in second technically, or third, however you consider it, with 144. Then it's Jack with 143, and R2 is a bit behind. He has 125, so it's all to play for still.
Yeah, I'm just checking whether you can see the standings right now.
Yeah, I don't know, because they're a bit weird because someone has been removed.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, our leader with Irma's, there was an issue, and well, so we have. I mean, he was really in front, but now it's even closer between, like you said, almost top 6 guys.
Yeah, only vision. So Orklank Hughes, he has a bit of an outside chance as well, but he needs the top 5 to have some bad races to be in contention afterwards. Because he's had some torrid luck. Sadly, he's been involved in a lot of incidents, mostly not due to his own fault. So.
I'm just getting
anyway.
into...
sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna have to go to set some maps.
Have fun, good luck.
Thank you.
Alright. So yeah, welcome guys. Sorry for the weird start. I wasn't sure, I had some issues with the stream. And as soon as the first guys will cross the finish line, I can follow them. So yeah, welcome to round number 8 at the Formula Trot Racing League F3 series. Richard, I can see you in the chat. Maybe can you tell me whether I'm loud and clear? Last time I had sound issues. Yeah, like you saw on the standings, I showed you a minute ago, it's really close up front between METL, Maxi, Jaap, Jack, Clank and R2. Especially if you are considering the 4 drop races we have at the end of the season. So tonight it's a little bit smaller grid. We have 13 drivers, and especially between Inforward Racing, Scuderia Totoroso and Vermin Racing Team, that's a tight battle for championship, and also between Mercedes Motorsport and Forward Racing and Vermin Racing Team in the constructor standing. So let's see. I have to go back to the pits to watch the guys. So yeah, sorry for that, but the overlay just works when the first guys do a timed lap. So that will start in a few seconds. We can see on the track map on the left hand side, here is Tommy and Clank. So the first times are coming in. R2 currently first with a 120.5. So let's see. Tommy was the first one crossing the line. He's currently at P5. We have one reserve driver, our old friend Quizno, Stefano, without the team, joining us today for the race. Let's see about Tommy's lap. He's the reserve driver for N4 Racing. Unfortunately, Martin can't join us tonight, so he's the third driver. Showed great pace at Laguna Seca and is already 0.3 up his lap. The track grip is currently at 94%, I think. So the times will drop definitely at the end of the qualifier. But Tommy's lap was a little bit faster, but still P5. Let's watch R2. Currently on P1. Going through Williams corner, coming up to the Moses. Into the Edward curve, right behind Nick. On to our longest straight. With a top speed of around 235 into the hairpin. Followed up by the revolver corner and the Piper corner. Can't improve for now. After Redman and Hobbs corner, coming into the penultimate corner, Mike Knight, and then the last corner. Finishing our lap of around 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh, Sammy right in front of R2, really close between the two of them. Let's see, Yapton. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to put a better time in, and it's going to be close for P1. Oh yes, right behind, right in front of Sammy and R2, 1.5 tenths up. There's still some guys like Maxi and Pitts will do a lap. Unfortunately, alone tonight. There's no co-commentator. You heard Maxi in the beginning, but he's busy driving, of course. Still getting... Oh! There is someone in the gravel. Let's see. That's number 11. That's R2. And if he has to escape to pits, that means the session is over for him. That would be really bad. Let's see what he's doing. I mean, he could ask Sammy for a push, or Tim, but the chances are high that they are going to be stuck in the pit, and the gravel pit as well. Such bad luck. Unfortunately, I didn't see the incident. Oh, Janus as well. But I think he can make it back. Yep, Janus is back. Let me just check. Yeah. I mean, he's not too far off Jaap, but the thing is that we have currently 97% track grip, sorry, and times will definitely drop a little bit more. So let's see, Sammy, no, he's still in the pits. Tim, will Tim help his teammate? We'll see. 5 minutes left in qualifying. Yeah, Tim's slowing down. Oh yeah, Tim is trying. Let's see the... Alright, Tim. Currently Tim is on the right side. Tim made it out of the car. And he got... Sammy made it out as well. I'm sorry, Artu. I hope that the one guy was either Alex or Stefano. Stefano. And he wasn't on the fast lap. But that was a good one, yeah. Alright, Jack Smith with his first lap. Tommy improving again. Right, still Maxi missing with a better time. I'm not sure what his current time is the fastest already. I doubt it. He's definitely faster. So that might come in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Oscar with his first lap. 1 minute 20.4. So it's a good P2. But almost 4/10 behind Jaap. So currently it's only me in the pit as a commentator. Everyone else is on the track except for 2 in-laps, but they will come out again in a short time to tackle the last minutes of qualifying. Let's go through the... So Jaap is on an outlap. Oscar improving, 2/10 up this time. So to explain the current situation in the standings. Right now MBTL is on P1, then Maxi, Jaap, Jack, Plank and Artu following with some points behind, but at the end of the season there are going to be the 4 worst results going to be dropped, so that standings will be corrected that doesn't, or let's say that isn't done in the constructors, where only the 2 best teammates score points for the team. So currently we have in forward Totoroso and Vermin with 3 drivers, and only the 2 best scorers count for the constructors, and there won't be any drop races. So Mercedes is currently P1 with 380 points, but it's only Nick driving for them. Then in forward, only 1 point behind with 379, and then Vermin Racing Team with 370. So it's a tight battle, and the constructors as well. And you have the last 1.5 minutes. Let's see, Clank making a small mistake, he's behind. So it's up to his last lap. Semi a little bit faster in the first sector. So he's definitely gaining. The gap close to Jaap. It's Oscar's only 1/10 behind than Clank. Jack Smith is behind his lap. Oh, R2 is gaining a lot. R2 is 6/10 up his lap time. On the current ranking, that might be P1 for him if he doesn't do another mistake. Jack Smith is in the pits. That means that he can't do another lap. Tim Draper improving onto P5, and R2 with a 1:19.5 P1, half a second faster than Jaap. Jaap can improve as well, but that isn't enough for P1, but he does have another lap, same for R2. So everyone is crossing the line right in the next 2 seconds. Can do another lap. So let's see who's first. Who's the first guy crossing the line? Stefano improving, but it's not enough for P12. With a faster time again. Jack Smith only on P7, 1 second behind. It might be even more in a short time. R2 to cross the line with a 1:19.3. Semi improving. Jaap can. Was this in lap? Jack's in lap as well. Maxi. He will improve as well. Had to. Oh, such a shame. He was half a second faster. Would have been around P6. Tommy improving as well. And that might be it. Yes, that was qualifying. Alright, the time's dropping in the last 4 minutes. Awesome laps. R2 on P1, followed by Jaap, and then Semi on P3. Clank on 4th. Oscar on P5, the first Vermin guy. Tommy on P6. Tim, Jack, Nick from Mercedes on P9. Maxi, unfortunately, only on P10. Then Alex, Yannis, and Stefano. So the first 2 guys are over half a second faster than the following guys, and that between Semi, Clank, Oscar, and Tommy It's really close. Maxi would have been there as well. So let's hope for a good start, for a great start. Without any crashes. I will probably follow the start from this camera view. I hope it's not lagging too much. At the end of the qualifying, track grip was 99% for the start, it's now 98%. It's 2 races, with the second race in top 10 reverse grid order. So there's a little discussion going on how much fuel to take. Usually it's around 30 liters, so I wouldn't count on those 2 liters to just have a close finish. I think in the last races some guys had issues with fuel. So 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. Lights out and the first race is starting. So far good start from A1, which I can see. No crashes. Let's see, the hairpin might be action zone, danger zone. Slipstream to the hairpin. Hard braking zone. Oscar on the inside. And now on the outside for the following 2 corners. Oh, I'm sorry. Maxi in the pits. I don't know what happened there. I have to look. Give me a sec. Okay, apparently a crash. A lot of fighting going on. Alright, sorry for the delay, but now we have the standings as well. We have R2 still on P1, Jaap P2, then Sammy, Clank, Oscar, Tommy, Tim. Jack fighting with Nick. And Nick going past, but Jack now on the outside. Dropping back to P9. So I'm not sure what's happening with Maxi. Apparently an incident with Janus, but not such a big one that we have to restart or anything.
Hi.
Hey, what happened?
Yes. Yeah, I got dive bombed by Janus. It took me and Alex out. And I think Nick Wu as well.
Nick is still racing on P8, so can't you continue driving? I mean, for
well, not really, because it says I'm still gonna have to wait. I thought it was gonna restart the red flag. But no.
Oh, I didn't see a big shot with more drivers because everyone else was continuing.
3 or 4 at the back.
I mean, it's only Alex and Janus. Well, you as well, but it wasn't in the beginning a big one, so I didn't see a red flag situation. Might have to look into that then.
Yeah, sadly it's championship over.
I still race 2.
Yeah, but it's already 25 points lost. So probably to Jaap or 18, whatever. ridiculous. It's happening every race.
Yeah. It's really not your year currently, or your season.
Oh, it was for F3 up to this point, to be honest. I have been getting taken out a lot in F3 as well, but you know, a lot of people have had incidents, so it's not a problem. But yeah, me and Alex got beached. Yannis as well, of course. So that's the three of us out now.
Alex might get reverse grip pole because he's only 3 seconds behind Kvisno.
I just think it's sad for the championship because it shouldn't be affected by such a thing.
Still some races going on, you know, going for race 2, maybe someone else gets taken out. I mean, Jaap was taken out at Spa and then at Laguna as well. And
yeah, he had same kind of luck. I did R2 as well, same situation.
So you never know what's happening in the next races. So yeah, let's see. R2 is on P1, creating a small gap. 0.8 to Jaap. That's really a small
I think his tires are gonna go off at one point. That's the problem. Because sort of, we've seen it before. He's very quick in the first half of the race, and then his pace drops off. Because just the way he drives or the way he sets up the car, it sort of affects his tire wear quite badly.
Let's see. It's really close up front. So it's basically up to P9.
Oh, Jaap, getting on the curb. You see, there's a problem with this sort of car on this track. In the last corner, if you touch the curb there, it sort of catches you. You can't really. You have to go off the throttle and steer out of it.
Yeah, I saw it on your last qualifying lap. That was really a shame.
About that.
Last.
It would have put me about 5 positions higher. So
yeah.
I think that's where my weekend sort of got ruined because I was at the back with the less clean drivers. Let's put it like that. But yeah, it can catch you out. So Jaap avoided it was very smart. He didn't risk it. Just went off throttle, waited for the track grip to come back to him.
So Oscar right behind Clank and Semi.
Jaap right now is setting the fastest lap of the race, but he's had both sectors purple. They're just about to cross the finish line now, going through the last corner.
OV with a small mistake. Yep, fastest lap for Jaap, 1 minute 19. As Oscar's going. Was going for the move, but.
Oh no!
Yeah.
He recovered. He's still on track.
Luckily, he didn't spin. But of course, that's now that put them both a little bit behind of Semi.
Yeah, that's not ideal for either of them.
Oh, Kvisno.
Semi, Tozzo Rosso doing a great job so far, first and third.
Yeah. Also the recovery in qualifying, I saw that was really close.
That was beautiful, yeah.
It was a little bit frightening. For one moment it looked like Tim might get beach as well, but luckily both could get out.
There's good teamwork right there. Very sportsman.
And I don't think blocked any fast lap, only maybe an out lap for
any of the Vermin drivers, I don't know.
So Yannis on P12, might catch Kvisno in a bit as well. Nick on P8. What's with Jack? He's 3 seconds behind Nick on P9.
Just he's had huge setup issues. And just had we've all had issues, to be honest. Oscar as well. He should be, up there. He absolutely dominated Laguna. Just the whole team get a setup together. So we're a bit behind everyone else at this point.
Yeah,
Hopefully it
Oscar on
doesn't affect
P5, Jack on P9, you on the pits. Let's hope for a better second race than for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me it's gonna be difficult because I'm gonna start 13th. Lucky number.
Looking at the lap times or the general pace, should easily
20.
be P11 after some minutes, and then you have 15 minutes around to get the other guys. So yeah, with R2 crossing the line and 10 minutes and 30 left, so we are now at halftime, and as you can see, it's really close. R2, Yarb, Semi, then a small gap, Clank, Oscar with a sub 20 time now.
Yeah, it's currently this lap he's been fastest on track, so sort of confirms the race pace at least.
Janus overtook. Oh, Janus spun out in the last corner, went onto the curb, like you said.
Yeah, I don't think he's done much practice because he's been off. Last weekend he was one of the fastest, or I don't know if I can't remember if it was the last race or the race before, but he was one of the quickest guys on track. And he's struggling right now, so it's either Okayama being throwing people off or him not having practice much. It's also his incident with me, it's very unusual for him.
Tommy.
Usually.
Tommy with a small issue, no, bigger issue of course.
Yeah,
he's on P9 now in the revolver corner. Those two left-handers are... it always feels like either you're going really slow through it, or you have to risk a lot because of the curbs.
It's counterintuitive. You don't actually want to carry a lot of speed into the first part, because then you will miss the apex and get on the exit curb. Oscar again on the grass, even though he started catching up to Clank. As soon as he gets in the dirty air, the car just understeers wide.
Yeah, it feels like Clank can't keep up with the top 3 and Oscar might get him. It's still a second.
Oscar's on the front runner pace. He just needs to keep at it, try and overtake Clank.
Now with Tommy's mistake, Nick on P7, half a second behind Tim.
Yeah, as well Alex quite close to Tommy right now, I guess. Oh, not really.
So yeah, Irma's setups were always from the right side view perspective a lot higher, so you didn't really have the issue with getting beach in the gravel or having problems on the curbs. That was
that's a
plus
might be a good tip for the future.
Well, I don't know.
Get taken out again.
Well, the thing is, the car is really unstable, and I had to adapt my driving style to that, because like in the beginning I couldn't race with that setup.
He did used to use quite different setups to everyone else, probably a different driving style.
So then Nick is now really close to make a small mistake into turn 1. Might see a
yeah, he might
attempt.
go for a move, yeah. On the outside.
Touch.
They touch.
A little bit going too early.
He still has a chance to get him back though on traction, and he'll get the slipstream on the straight side.
Tim.
Oh, he does a dummy. That's beautiful. On the inside. It's going to happen. This is always a tricky corner, side by side.
Yeah, but
leaves enough space.
Yeah. So I don't think the contact before was a big issue. It was just slipstreaming
it was
past
just
him.
a bit of late braking. You know, it happens going deep, but a very good move by Nick.
Yeah, Nick is improving a lot in the last races. Shame for him that Mercedes isn't I mean, currently we are first, but without Ermes and basically me, he's a lone wolf.
He's the lone driver.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tricky to
Poor
keep
guy.
the...
But I didn't really have the time to put in. And
Yeah, this race is looking pretty good for him forward as well. Yap currently second with a chance to get first. Clank as well, he's in fourth.
Yeah, Oscar is now really
Outscoring,
close though.
Yeah, but they'll if it finish, even if Oscar overtakes, they'll still outscore Vermin and Mercedes. So that's there's always race 2, and we know from the past anything can happen in race 2. So
that's true. Well, you could see on the straight that it seems like Clank is running a little bit less downforce, because even with slipstream he couldn't. Or Oscar's running more downforce because he only had 234 top speed.
well, it's we've tried for qualifying giving each other a tow, and it's not very efficient. It doesn't gain you much being in the slipstream. So it's probably why it seems like he's not catching up. The straights are very short, and also the straight line speed is affected by the exit of a corner. So with the bad dirty air, you'll have a disadvantage on the exits, which carries over through the whole straight.
So yeah, he's half a second behind, but let's take a look.
I think it's this sector where he can gain the most. It's his best chance for an overtake is probably this back straight he's coming up to now.
Let's look at him again.
He's in the slipstream now. He needs to get closer if he wants to
Let's
overtake.
have a look at Clank's top speed. It isn't that much higher as well.
Yeah, it's just that Oscar is not close enough to get the tow yet. You need to be under half a second.
Jannis is in the pits as well. Don't know if he... It looks like he DNF now as well.
Yeah, I don't know why he would have given up his top 15 get points. So yeah,
Maybe he
I DNF'd because I got stuck. That's why I...
Maybe he had too much damage after he lost in the last corner. He crashed into the pit wall.
Could be, but still, you know, if the car works, then at least it's a good idea to finish the race just to get those few points.
Definitely.
Oscar's very close to Clank this time.
Yeah, I'm following both of them because it's the closest battle.
Still not close enough, I think, for a move. Needs to pressure him into a mistake.
Also, Jack is catching Tim. It's only 0.8 now. Next battle, I think, because otherwise the gaps formed. R2 on first, Yap 1 second behind, and Semi 3.5 behind. And Clank and Oscar. Then we have a bigger gap with 9 seconds to Nick.
Very
behind
impressive
that.
by R2. It's this is exactly what he needs if he wants to get into championship contention.
Alright, I think the next bigger battle might be for P6 because Tim and Jack are catching Nick. Looks like
Yep.
Nick does have some problems with his tires. Let's see the lap times, top 3 all on minute 20.1.
Oscar is the closest he's been so far to Clank.
Well, Jack
3/10 away.
easily going past Tim, sorry. The exit from Tim wasn't the best. So let's see whether Tim can fight back.
Oscar gets a bad exit, so he can't make the move. R2 still extending the gap by another 10th. He's 1.3 seconds in front right now.
Let's see on the back straight, Tim in slipstream of Jack.
Yeah, he's not catching up a lot, is he?
Can't get close.
As I said, his toe is not very effective on this track.
But that overtake from Jack cost him a little bit of time, so Nick could extend the gap. That might save him
Oscar is
P6.
very close to Clank again in the last sector. He's right up his gearbox right now.
Yeah, let's have a look at him.
Just the dirty air catching him out. He needs to try and keep close in these two corners.
Both of them with almost the exact lap time. Only 1,000.
Yeah, but problem is the dirty air. It's not very strong in this car, but it's there. So when you try to, especially the problem is like the first two corners, they're high-speed corners. So
And
he's the closest he's been so far right now. This could be.
this is the last lap, isn't it? 30 seconds.
I don't know. Depends on the leaders. Yeah. Not sure. Just the
Let's
last lap.
see at the dashboard. It says 55. Yeah, that's the last lap.
Yeah. So Oscar will probably finish 5th unless Clank makes a mistake.
Those TV
And he
cams.
does. He does. Clank slides. Just got a bit of a tank slapper, but it's not enough to lose
So
the position.
Arthur and Jaap crossing the line. First and second.
Very good race
Oscar
from Artur.
came closer every time, but couldn't really close the gap then.
Right, I'm gonna have to go.
Yep. Good luck for race 2. Be patient.
Thank you. Hopefully,
Thanks for joining me.
hopefully I score some good points. So, yeah.
See ya. Alright, then we have the two last guys still on the track with Alex and Stefano. So that's P1 for R2. Jaap on second place, then Semi. So good points for Totoroso. Clank on 4. So also good points for on forward. The first Vermin Racing Team driver with Oscar Williams on P5. Then Nick from Mercedes P6. Jack on P7. Tim 8. Tommy 9th. Alex 10th. Stefano 11th. Yannis should be in DNF. Sure. I think we have over 75% you have to do to be classified. Then yeah, Maxi in the pits, P13. So let's see. Well, that's reverse grid pole for Alex. Then Tommy, Tim, Jack, Nick, Oscar, Clank, Semi, Jaap, Artur. It's gonna be interesting for the second race how the faster guys behave. I mean, it wasn't the biggest gap, as you can see, from 1st to 10th. It's 37 seconds, and they had an incident as well. So also Tommy with a mistake couldn't really gain any positions after that. So the grid is really close. I mean, after 20 minutes, only 24 seconds from 1st to 9th. And yeah, I'm really excited for race 2. Hopefully there won't be any bigger crashes because we can't restart race 2. And like Artur right now in the chat said, and also Maxi said, dirty air is a factor. Usually not that big in F3, not that big as like in F1, but it's still a factor. And like you could see with Oscar, he couldn't be close enough to get the bigger slipstream at the back straight. And let's see, the countdown's still going on. People can calm down a little bit. Janus, the only MCC multinational corporate conglomerate driver. Unfortunately, no Octon driver, as Kilgore had to even though he wanted to race, he couldn't race. So let's see, 45 seconds for race 2. I have to go into the free cam as well. I think this time I will pick a different perspective. So let's see, I think this one should be, so I don't have to move the camera because it might be a little bit laggy. Alright, 10 seconds to go before the second race at Okayama starts. We have 4, 5 and 6 lights. Lights out and the second race starts. As you can see in the right hand corner, Alex defending on the inside. So far, no crashes, everything clean. We will follow Tim. Nick right behind. It's really close. Into the Edward corner. Oh, inside. That's Tim. Spinning, yeah, Tim spinning. So Alex still on P1. Oscar and Jaap fighting. Oscar going past Jaap or P4. Tim lost about 6 seconds, so that's still time to catch. We have Maxi already on P9. We start from the last position. I have to say those TV cams for the first sector are really bad, so I'm sorry for that. So Tommy couldn't manage to get past Alex. That means, looking at the pace from race 1, I mean, he had damage, but might be a bigger train. Might hold up faster guys a little bit. So that's Tommy on P2, he could overtake Jack. Then we have Oscar, Jaap, Artu, Clank, Sammy, Maxi, Nick, Janus, Stefano and then Tim, closing the gap to P12. Let's look at the lap times. The second lap just finished. Finished in a few seconds time. Also Tommy catching now. Tommy, no, Artu with the fastest lap, 1:21.1. That's really close, as you can see on the left side. It's maybe just a tenth or two. Tommy right behind Alex now. He might try to overtake him to help him getting a slipstream. Alex covering the inside, but the next two corners will be... Oh, no, can't manage to get past Alex. Meanwhile, Oscar and Jaap fighting. Seems like Sammy is struggling. Maxi could overtake, and also Nick right behind could overtake Sammy as well. So the grid is really close. Biggest gap in the top 10 is currently 1.1 seconds with Clank on P7 to R2. To pick a cam here because everyone is really close. Now watching Jack going for the move on Tommy. So now Jack and Oscar, both teammates in the slipstream. Oh god. Oh! Contact between Tommy and Alex. He was closing the inside and it looked like Tommy couldn't react in time or didn't react in time. That's a case for the stewards, definitely. Alex now all over the place, might have big damage to his front end rear wing because he crashed into the wall after that. So basically, now everyone is close again. We have the top 10 in between 1.5 seconds. No, sorry, a little bit more. But all the gaps are smaller than 4/10, 5/10. Small contact between Sammy and Nick. I hope that isn't a big issue for Nick. Overtakes are happening all over the place. So yeah, fighting with this guy. Alex with problems now. He could defend P1 for some time, but now he's right in the middle of the field. It seems like damage is holding him up a little bit. I love to show TV cams, but can't really see that much. Oh, Alex into turn 1. Ah, missed that. So now he's dead last. Such a shame for him. Have to look in. Stewards have to look into that. Oh, Tommy also with an incident. Now P10. Missing too much here, I'm sorry guys. So we have Jack on P1, then Jaap, 1.5 seconds behind that. Oscar and Clank are fighting. Now R2 is in the mix as well. Let's see from R2's view. That was close. So while those guys are fighting, Jack and Jaap can create a big gap. It's 4.6 seconds now. And Jaap with the fastest lap is over 2/10 faster. So with 11 minutes to go, might be a chance for Jaap to take P1 for the second race. Oh, Tommy now last. Maybe he does have damage as well. Sammy and Nick fighting for P7. as you can see on the left hand side. Nick now next to Sammy, but Sammy on the inside can defend well. Nick rather being patient and might try it the next time. So we have Maxi on P6 now, gaining 7 positions. As Jack is crossing the line. Jaap again with the fastest lap, half a second faster than Jack. So that's definitely Clank with a mistake to turn 1 or a contact, we don't know. Falling back to P8. Now let's see, Jaap with a faster lap time might catch Jack on the straight now. Clank is really close to Nick, we have to look at that as well a bit. R2 also really close to Oscar. Maxi fighting with Sammy, but Sammy can defend. Maxi stacking on the inside, but can't make the move. Falling a little bit back, going for the dive. Contact with Sammy, Nick and Clank, but luckily no one of the other guys were affected that much. So that's... yeah, I think Maxi wanted to gain the position to catch the front to make up for race 1. So Clank and Maxi with issues in the last lap, losing positions. So Jaap currently the only forward driver in the top 5. Alright, let's follow the fight for P1. Happening now, right? So Oscar and apparently R2, or let's say Oscar had an issue because it just said R2 overtook Oscar, but there's already a gap of 1.5 seconds. So let's get an overview. Jaap still faster, but R2 now with the whereas Jaap is almost in the gearbox of Jack. Is he going for the move in the Edgewood curve? Yes. No, he can't make it. Let's see the exit for the back straight. 7 minutes to go, so Jaap does have a lot of time. R2 4 seconds behind. Without that, he will catch the front runners. So not really a rush for Jaap to overtake Jack. Oh, Maxi with another incident. P12 now, falling back. It's such a good run for half the race. And now Jaap really pressuring Jack. Let's see if he can defend P1. Well, we have Stefano, DNF, our first DNF in race 2. Jack covering the inside line. And Jaap with the better exit going into turn 2. but still side by side. Let's see for the Edward curve. Oh, contact! Jack can continue, but Jaap in the gravel. On P8 now. That's a tough one. I was following Jack and it looked like Jack was going a little bit too much to the left side, making contact with Jaap, who then came onto the grass and had no chance to brake in time. Another incident for the stewards, but I think it was on Jack's side. We have to see. I don't want to be... While R2 is spinning into the Redman corner. So guys are all over the place right now. Alex in the pits, that might be a... I don't think DNF, he might repair his damage. Going out, being lapped. So let's hope he gets his blue flags. I see Sammy following Oscar. Oscar... Alex making room. Maxi in the pits as well. But he said in after race 1 or during race 1 that at least finishing to gain some points is important. Because the top 15 score points. Clank going for the move on Tim on the inside into the hairpin. No chance for Tim to defend here. Already with a small gap. Now let's see Sammy, who's right behind Oscar. Jack with 3.5 seconds. Gap to P2. While Maxi is still in the pits. I guess he will wait and do a lap just to finish. I don't know. We will see. 3.5 minutes to go. While Tim made room for his teammate. But now Jaap is in P8 again, close to Tim. Of course Jaap now wants to gain at least some positions back to make up for that contact. Sammy is too far behind. Jaap now really close. I don't know whether Tim does have damage. It looks like it, or it might be a different setup. I don't know. Jaap going for the inside. It's really close, really close. Oof. Also Tim, he tried to defend the inside, but Jaap was really eager to get this place. Yannis is also close to Tim. Tommy 12 seconds behind on P10 and Alex 1 minute behind Tommy. So it's two laps left. Oscar a little bit faster than Sammy. But Sammy, Nick, Clank, also Oscar. Oh, Maxi DNFs. Disconnecting. I think he's really done 2 bad races. I don't know what happened in race 2, and unfortunately I didn't see it in race 1, but he said he had a crash with Yannis. Well, it's 2 Vermin race drivers left with Oscar and Jack. P1 and 2. So after 16-17 minutes, some gaps were formed. Semi is still close to Oscar. Does have only one lap to go for a move, but made a small mistake. So let's see there. R2 0.9 behind Clank. Let's look at the lap times. So Clank a little bit faster than R2. If he can make another lap like this, there won't be an overtake attempt from R2. What happened in race 2? Unfortunately, I didn't see it again. You were on P6 and then suddenly P9.
Yeah, I got tangled up with Sammy. It was my fault. I got a screen freeze right when.
Oh yeah, into. Oh right, of course I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a screen freeze when I was in braking, so I didn't know for a second where he was. Also, I had quite bad lag. So yeah, it's just.
Oh, while Oscar spun. Last lap, only 4 corners to go. P6 is here now. Nick on P3 on the podium. Jake on P1, who's about to finish the race, crossing the line in a bit. And he spun on the exit. R2 with a small slide, but no, he can't make it. So that's Jack on P1, Sammy P2, and Nick completing the podium on P3. Then we have Clank on P4, R2, Oscar, Jack, Jaap, sorry. Jaap on P7, Tim, Yannis, Tommy, Alex, then you, Maxi, and Stefano. Oh, what a race. Race 2 was... I didn't know where to follow because every time I switched the positions, another overtake happened. Let's see what... Yup. Well, from my view, it looked like Jack went a little bit too much to the left side and touched Jaap. Jaap still managed to get P7. So, depending on the stewards' decisions, Jack might lose P1. We don't know. So for now, it's Vermin with Jack on P1, Sammy for Toto on P2, Nick for Mercedes completing the podium. Another strong race from him. Clank P4, R2 P5, Oscar the second Vermin driver P6, Jaap the second and forward driver on P7. Tim's result won't count for Toto, then Yannis and Tommy, Alex, Maxi, Stefano, right. Yeah, we have to see, especially regarding the drop races at the end. Just for... yeah. I can't update the standings right now. We have to see. It's really exciting into the last races. So next up will be round number 9 and the penultimate race at Suzuka on the 19th of May. And I hope, even though there were some issues with the TV cam in the first sector, and yeah, I missed some incidents, but there was so much going on. I hope you had fun and enjoyed the races. And I'm not sure, is Maxi still here? No, Maxi's gone. Oh, we have some interviews. Alright, let's keep it like that, and let's see, let's get Jack in. Hey Jack.
Hey, how you doing?
So, congrats for P1 in the second race, but I'm not sure whether you will, what will happen after the Stewart decision. I'm not sure. From my perspective, it looked like you
Yeah.
went a little bit to the left. So tell me what's your point of view?
I honestly that incident, I have no idea. It was just a bit weird, really. I'm not really sure what happened because Yap saying stuff. I think I'm going to have to go to replay and see what happened there, but it was just really good racing up until that point, going into 3, and then it was either me going left or him turning in early. I'm not sure what happened, and we interlocked tires, and then that happened. So yeah, we'll have to see what happened in the replay. But yeah, if I get a penalty, I get a penalty.
I mean, otherwise, I mean, there were some incidents, but nothing. I mean, race 1, lap 1 for Maxi was of course bad, but in general it was great racing going on. But a lot of mistakes, especially to the end. How were the tires at the end of the race? What would you say?
Struggling all weekend with grip, just front end grip. The car not biting mid corner, so that really translated into the race, but it played in our hands towards the end. So all Vermin cars kind of had better grip towards the end, and we were able to, catch up to everyone in front of us towards the end. Whereas everyone else had, loose rear ends and whatever. So yeah, towards the end of the race, it was actually pretty good for us anyway.
Okay. Another thing, I was quite surprised by your quali time. So any mistake happened, or just setup issue? Or?
I honestly think it's just setup. This weekend we've been off. Everyone's been thinking we're sandbagging, but I think we've just been off this weekend. I don't know whether it's the track or anything, but yeah, all of us have been off really. Oscar's been down there, which is like unlike him. It's unheard of, really.
Yeah, he was 8/10 behind R2 on quali.
Yeah, they were setting insane time. So yeah, it was just mental. I'm not sure why we were that slow, but hopefully next weekend we can get back on top.
All right, and thanks for the interview, and good luck for the next races.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Have a good one. See ya.
Yeah.
But your race wasn't too good.
All right. Sorry for that. Let's see. Alex.
Oh.
How's it going? What happened to you in both races?
Not the best 2 races at all. So got hit off in both.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, you could defend P1 in race 2 quite well, but then Tommy. I don't know whether it looked like a punt. You were going for the inside, and
and then it dropped me back a little bit, but then I think coming into turn 1, literally on the next lap, I got pit up the rear, just completely off into the grass. I was lucky to finish after that.
Shame, because it really looked like you could hold them all the other guys back.
I was hoping for a good result. Like I had a similar pace to Nick, and he finished I think P3, which is great for him. So what could have.
So what about your tires? Did you have any issues at the end of the race?
No, that's actually a point. The tires for me were very good, and I was starting to close in on people at the end while their tires would drop off, but after the incident I was just too far back for it to make any difference.
Yeah, at least you could get Stefano for the reverse grid pole then.
Sorry?
And I mean P10, well, in both races still points.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's points. It's points for the team, which we need to get in front of Octan. So it's not all bad, but it could have been a lot better.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. Thanks for commentating. See ya.
Thank you. See ya. Alright, we had Maxi. Alright, let's see. Let's take Yap. Hey, Yap.
Yo, Jeff.
I mean, congrats for P2 in the first race, but oh, he went back. What happened there? Oh, I'm not sure. One moment, please. Jaap. Do you want to talk to me? No, he doesn't want to. Alright. Well then, I mean they're waiting for interview, but seems like it's us, Maxi. Yeah, Alex. Oh. Okay. I don't know. Jack.
Yep.
What's happening right now?
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, people are switching all over the place between waiting for interview and.
No idea.
I wanted to ask Jaap about his opinion, but he then just switched the channel. So...
Oh, here I am. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What happened? Because okay. Now everyone is Maxi messing around with his rights. So first of all, Jaap, congrats to P2 in race 1, but then race 2 happened. What's your point of view for that incident?
Yeah, well, I was happy with race 1. We're happy not to make any mistakes. In that race 2, man, it was so intense the first couple of laps. It was actually amazing.
It was really
how it all
close.
went.
And Pete,
Yeah,
top 10.
I really enjoyed those first laps with Oscar and R2 and I don't know who else was there. Alex was there too. And then I don't know. I got into P2, and then I think it was Tommy or Clank who held up Oscar a little bit, and then I could close the gap to Jack. My pace was really good, and I was happy that R2 was behind a bit as well, because his pace was excellent as well. And I closed it up. We had a great fight. It was lap by lap. With a lot of respect. It was frankly amazing. His top speed was really good the first minutes today, but so I couldn't pass it on the couldn't make a pass on the straights. But then I passed him into the second corner, the left-hander.
Yeah.
And then we went side by side to the long right-hander coming up to the back straight, and he just moved to the left. And I couldn't move any further to the left, and he banked wheels, and I was pushed on the grass immediately. And that was it.
Yeah, that's
disappointed. Yeah, very disappointed.
Yeah, I was at in Jack's onboard and saw that he right before the corner was a small tap on the left side, and then I switched to you, but I saw, you went on the grass, you couldn't brake. In the end, I think you could gain P7, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I made a pass on Tim.
Yeah.
Moving back, that was lucky actually. But you're right. I just looked at the replay, and he moves just a little bit to the left, but it's enough to touch wheels. And if you touch wheels there, it's game over.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate.
I'm so disappointed.
Other than that, really great race.
I said to myself, take it easy. I have the pace on him, so that's what I did. Just taking it easy, being waiting for a chance. Damn. Yeah, sorry.
That's a shame.
It's on the screen. I haven't taken any wins this season, so this should have been the first one. And the fight was really good. It was really enjoyable, but it was. I think it was a mistake by him, but it was a costly one for me.
Yeah, we will see. Gonna be a report and for stewards to decide. But even if he might lose P1, I don't know. Then for you, it's still P7.
I won't gain anything with it. So that's
right.
it's
That's
really.
a shame. But other than that, great racing. It was really tough to follow in race 2. I didn't know who to follow. Every time I switched the camera, there was an overtake happening. So great racing. Unfortunately, Tommy did have issues as well in both races.
Okay. That's a shame. Yeah,
he was fast.
Laps, it was pure advertising for the league. It was amazing. A lot of respect everywhere. Really close racing. And it was very enjoyable.
All right, then thank you for the interview, and 2 races still to come. So
yes,
we might
keep
catch
on fighting.
You.
Yeah, thanks a
right.
lot.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, that was the last interview. Sorry for the small issue there before Jaap's interview. All right, guys, thank you for joining me, for this exciting race. I hope you tune in 2 weeks time for round number 9 at Suzuka, and yeah, that's for me. Have a good one. See ya.